Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. I have a sleeping angel on my shoulder right now. I never want this to go away. I never want him to grow up. I never want this to stop. Obviously I know he has to, but like this is it right. I could sit here all day. And therein lies what the whole point of this video is about. A lot of y'all know I've been all things fitness for years, for like 12 years. Love working out, love the gym, love to sweat, love to have a good challenge. And that kind of came to a screeching halt when I had a baby, which is really something that I never thought that I would say. I kind of started resenting the gym. I started resenting having to work out because I started struggling with mom guilt. So today's video, I'm going to sit down and just talk to you guys about really like the things that have helped me, the practical things that have literally changed the game for me as a mom to a 7-month-old boy who is a busy bee. I need to go run a couple errands. He always sleeps so good in the car, so I'm going to go transfer him to the car seat, get him in there, and we are hello, and I will catch up with you guys when we get to where we're going. Change of plans. He's actually wide awake now. I don't know how. We've napped 15 minutes. He should have been napping at least an hour by now. So we're gonna chit chat and catch up here. It's been really hard for me in this season to try to find a way to get workouts in and still be fully present as a mother. That has really played into my mental health. That has really played into the days that I'm really struggling with just being in my head. And I don't want to say that it's like postpartum depression by any means. It's definitely not that level. But there have been days where it's been really hard, and that's the reality of a mother. That's the reality of watching your whole world shift when you become a mom postpartum. This video is actually in partnership with Trainwell, which has literally changed my life, you guys. I am so excited. I'm so excited to share the app with you. I cannot stress this enough, moms. Like, Trainwell has changed the game for me, and this is not just because it's a sponsorship. This is not because, like, genuinely I was so excited to partner with them, because this is what I use every single day when I get to the gym. I'm not working out 6 days a week like I used to, but I'm working out 4 days a week consistently because of this app, and it has helped me tremendously. Lately, I've noticed that my body is losing muscle mass. I've noticed that my strength has decreased, which when you were an athlete your whole life, I've been lifting weights since I was 15 years old. Watching all of that go, I shouldn't say down the drain, but like in my head, that's what happened, because I'm not able to work out as consistently as I was. It's a very defeating feeling. It's very defeating when you feel like you can't find the time to go to the gym. It's very defeating when you get to the gym and you're so exhausted and so overwhelmed, and just your brain is in 50 different places as a mother that you really don't even know what to do. And that's coming from someone that knows what to do in the gym. I didn't have the capacity to show up at the gym and put together a workout, and so I would literally get there, but this is before Trainwell, I would get there and just be like, oh, I'm just gonna do cardio. That is not helpful when all you're trying to do is not lose muscle mass. I was just in this really weird place as a mom, and I was like, I need to figure something out. Jordan was like, babe, you've got to figure out something to get you into some kind of routine, because he saw how it was affecting me. He saw how it was getting to me on a daily basis. It's not even about how I look. It's about wanting to feel strong again. I want to be a strong, healthy mother, not just for myself, but for my son, for Maverick. It's not about having a perfect schedule again. That's never going to happen again, at least in this season of life, because motherhood is not linear. Motherhood is ebbs and flows and ups and downs, and that's just part of it. You're going to wake up and your kid is sick. You're going to do this and something happens and your schedule has to shift and change, and that's okay. There's so much grace for that. I got to sit down with my incredible trainer on the Trainwell app, and we went over this whole detailed consultation of what my goals are, how I'm feeling, physical things, how I feel postpartum after having a baby, any lingering side effects of having a baby, what I did before pregnancy, what I did during pregnancy, what I'm doing after pregnancy, what my main focus is, which for me, it's regaining strength. It's wanting to feel strong again. Y'all, the weights that I'm lifting now, it's like so sad. Like, it just plummeted after pregnancy, and I want to feel strong again. I want to be able to do the things that I was doing pre-baby again. I knew this wasn't going to last long. Okay, we're going to go run some errands and take a break. I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. I know. Here we go. Okay, the nap time in the car was very short-lived. We're back home now, and I was just thinking on the drive, like, postpartum, this has been the most difficult journey I've probably ever been on, is just finding rhythms in postpartum, finding a routine postpartum. Any mom knows that there's just a very difficult thing, because every day is so different, so ebb and flow, and I feel like I've almost been grieving the fact that I'm like losing myself physically, not physically, but my strength. I'm losing muscle muscle mass. I just feel like a weaker version of myself. And with breastfeeding, I feel like my body is giving everything I have to my son. I feel like this is quickly becoming like my little chit chat, get ready with me, hang out with me spot, because it's good and easy because we've got an activity center here for Maverick to play in while mommy does some work. What is going on with my hair? I've got rice cake. I can feel it like when you eat peanut butter, almond butter. Just really kind of goes into my next point is, does my hair, I don't know, y'all, we're just rolling with it. I look like a peacock right now. It goes into my next point though of like, it's hard to say this and I'm just gonna say it because I know that so many moms can relate, but for the longest time and even really in the last month or two, there have been so many days where I feel like I'm losing myself in motherhood while also finding myself in motherhood. And the losing myself portion has really been about like not having routine and rhythm and not being able to get to the gym and not being able to do the things I love, which is moving my body on a regular basis. I feel like I have regressed, I guess is the word, like fallen backwards in progress. I feel like my strength is gone. I'm losing muscle mass. I feel like I look thinner now than I did pre-baby and not like in a healthy way. And that's also something that just is really bothering me because I want to feel strong. I want to feel the way that I did pre-baby, and I just, there's no comparison right now. I'm lucky to get to the gym for 20 minutes. It's safe to say that when you become a mom, you can hold two truths. I absolutely love my baby. I would do anything for my child. They're the best part of my whole world, and I have no idea who I am anymore. And that is something that I could not have prepared for. I told myself going into motherhood that I was gonna get back into routine, that when I got released at the six week appointment, postpartum, that I was gonna get right back into working out, that I would snap back so quick, and that has just not been the case for me. It has probably not been the case for you either. I miss being strong. I miss looking in the mirror and saying like, wow, like I'm so proud of how hard you've worked for X, Y, Z, whatever it is, right? Feeling strong like arms or seeing muscle definition in your legs, and like now I feel like that's just all going out the window. And so I wanted to do this for me. Jordan wanted me to do this for me. He knows how much happier I am when I'm moving my body, when I have goals that I'm working towards. And right now my goal is to just get to the gym 4 days a week or get a workout in 4 days a week. It's not even at the gym. Like with Train Well, I have managed to get 4 workouts in a week. You have a personal trainer and it's one-on-one, so they actually like help hold you accountable, which is amazing. They message you, they update your weights, your reps, everything according to how it's feeling, how you're feeling that week. You can move workouts around. Like I was sick last week, and so I was able to flip-flop some things around. Just amazing for motherhood because it's just very ebb and flow, and there's no linear journey with motherhood. Yeah. My favorite part of the Train Well app, and I will put it right here on the screen, is just the layout, how it's so easy to read, it's so easy to understand, it's so easy to see what your game plan is. The moments that I actually can't finish a workout with Maverick, I can even screenshot this and follow it all the way through at a later time during the day. The other part of the Train Well app that I absolutely love is that you are assigned a trainer, a personal trainer. They're there to walk through this with you one day at a time. She's messaged me, checked in with me, made sure I'm feeling good, asked me how strong I'm feeling, asked me if there's anything I didn't like, any workouts, exercises that really weren't doing it for me, and she makes adjustments accordingly. And for me, that's important because it's so easy to also get bored at the gym. All right, we're gonna try to get out of the house. It's actually really pretty outside today, so I think we're gonna go to the park. I think you guys are actually gonna get to work out with me tonight because I have yet to work out for the day. Usually I work out in the mornings, but that's just not how the day fell. And so I try to get it in at some point, and Jordan will be home in a couple of hours to watch Maverick. So I think that's going to be my game plan. I'll take you guys through parts of my workout. Obviously, like that's very much so me time, but I will film a couple little snippets of it so that you can just see some of the workouts, some of the exercises that Train Well has me doing. They have a quiz that you can take, and I will leave all of the information down in the description box for you below if you're interested, if you're a mama, if you're a soon-to-be mama. They work with prenatal, they work with postpartum, they help with everything, and it's honestly something that I wish I would have had while I was pregnant, because I think there were some exercises that I stopped doing out of fear. The female body is a lot more resilient than we make it out to be, especially when we're pregnant. God made us to carry children, and so I stopped running, I stopped doing a few other things, and honestly I kind of regret that. I wish that I would have kept running up until a certain point. I'm sure had I had Train Well in my life, maybe that would have looked a little bit different. So I will absolutely be using Train Well and doing these workouts and following these programs in my next pregnancy, God willing, God willing. I'm just so excited. Like yesterday, I actually hit a PR, which was really a big deal. As a new mom who is struggling to just feel strong most days, y'all, Maverick is probably close to 20 pounds, if not over 20 pounds at this point. And my arms, they get so tired. It's almost embarrassing. I just remember the days when I could curl 20, 25 pound dumbbells for reps, no problem. And now I'm like struggling to curl a 20 pound barbell. I want to be strong. I want to be a strong mom, not just for me, but for Maverick. Anyways, just having the accountability, having the contact, the communication with a personal trainer has been game-changing for me in all aspects. So, all right, here we go. One more.
Start the next set. Press end when you're done.
My trainer is very, very confident in me, more so than I am myself. I have not done 135 pounds on hip thrust really since before pregnancy, because pretty soon into pregnancy, I stopped doing these. That was one of the exercises I stopped doing out of fear. So we're gonna see if I can even do this. Enable this. Shoot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my goodness, I did it. Last set of hip thrust, these.
It's time for 10 reps of barbell hip thrust with 135 pounds. Press end when you're done.
Already there. 10. I know without a doubt that my form was suffering on the last one. One thing I love about the Train Well app is you can send videos to your trainer to check form on things. I already know what she'd say on the last one. I haven't pushed that much weight on hip thrust since, like I said, before baby. So moving on to the next thing, which is barbell deadlifts.
And when you're done. Up next is 6 reps of dumbbell bench one arm row with 25 pounds. Left side.
Okay, that workout felt so good. My mama heart needed that. I got a good sweat in wearing this windbreaker. I forgot how early it gets dark here. Like, it gets dark here at like 5:45. Having Train Well is going to help me through the wintertime, like staying consistent, because this is the time of the year that I feel like it's really easy to like slack in. Getting workouts in, doing all the fun things that help me feel better on a day-to-day basis. But I just wanted to encourage any mamas that if you feel like you're slipping or disappearing or just losing life as you knew it before baby, you are. And it's totally normal and it's healthy and it's just like a butterfly. Like, you have to go from this to this in order to be as beautiful as it's going to be. But it's also okay to prioritize yourself, to find a routine, to find new rhythms. The world will try to tell you that that is selfish. It's not selfish. It's like in the airplanes, like you hear the pilot come over the intercom and say, like, you have to put your own oxygen mask on first. How are we supposed to show up in motherhood if we're not also prioritizing ourselves? Wanting to be strong, wanting to take care of your body, wanting to have some sort of routine is not selfish. It's not selfish at all. It's actually necessary, especially in today's world. And God meets us in these little start again moments. He meets us where we're at. There's so much grace. There's so much grace in finding new rhythms. There's so much grace in doing this a different way. It's not going to look the same as it was before. I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful for Train Well because it truly is helping me get back on track. If you're interested in Train Well, you can take this quiz down in the description box below, find the perfect trainer for you and your goals, and get 14 days of training for free. As always, thank you guys so much for stopping in on this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.